Yo guys, Zaid here, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while. If you saw my last upload, it wasn't even me on there. I'll explain that to y'all in a minute, but first I want to show you guys what you're here for based on the title. There's new Goblin cards, and I've been loving the Goblin cards, and so I figured I'd show you guys the combos that they make possible. Just the one card combos using the engine. I want to show it to y'all, and I'll real quick tell the people that don't know what they do. There's this guy, I'm not saying his name for YouTube reasons, but he's a level 6. If you control goblins or nothing, you can normal him. When he's normal or special, it summons a goblin from deck. And when he leaves the field, you can attach a card your opponent controls to a goblin exe. Then there's this guy, Goblin Biker, Grand Imprisonment, something like that. Quick play, tribute a monster, summon a goblin from your deck. And then when it's in the graveyard, when an attack is declared, you can banish it, detach materials from an exe, a goblin exe, I believe, you control, and reduce your opponent's monsters by 1,000 for each material. And then there's the trap card, which I won't be showing in any of these combos, but if you open like any combo that searches a spell, if you open the spell, you can search the trap. You banish a goblin you control or in your graveyard to banish a monster they control or their graveyard. If you banish from your field, though, you have to banish from theirs. And if you banish from your graveyard, you have to banish from their graveyard. And then, yeah, those are the new cards. If you guys were wondering, prior to this new support coming out, this was Goblin's one-card combo with Biker. You would summon him, you would search a spell, you would search Grand Entrance, and you would pass. Deck sucked. If you had a second card, you could search the the continuous spell that gives you another normal summon. But we don't want that. We want one-card starters, and this kind of fixed it. So now, if you open this card, you use his effect, search a spell trap, you grab Imprisonment. This card, you sacrifice this, summon Goblin Bikers from deck. He lets you summon another guy from deck, so you grab Clatter, who summons from grave. Now you got 3 bodies, which, like, is golden in this deck. And then we get to overlay for the rank 3. This is like my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Like, I always love rank 3s that just let you do your full combo, and this is one of them. So you trigger him, search this guy. You could also search a second copy of this, but I kind of want to keep him in deck since this summons from deck. It'll keep giving you like cards in the grind. So then we use this, specifically detach Clatter to special, and then link these into IP. And that might not look like a very, very menacing board to y'all, but during your opponent's turn, right, you get, or first during the end step, you get Bigabunga to equip another one of this guy from your deck. So now on your opponent's turn, your sequencing kind of depends on how they play, obviously. That's how a lot of these mid-rangey, weird interruption decks go. But like, the negates that you might be thinking of just like an IP into an SP, and maybe this does something, but it's a little more. This, during your opponent's main phase, can detach a guy to special itself from grave. So you're going to detach this whenever there's a threat, and then this will summon. So you can pick your chain links. We'll say chain link 1 this, chain link 2 this. This will let you take a card on their field and attach it to him as material. So then you'll also get the Clatter Sploder. So there's your 1 interrupt, sucking with Bigabunga. And then you'll get the special summon like this guy from deck. And then you're also going to get his effect when an exe was detached from this to also suck. So you get 2 sucks off that, putting 2 more materials under him, which gives you more materials to use with this, which protects your IP. It's freaking crazy. But then when this summons from the graveyard off Clatter, it'll summon your Doug from deck, which will let you get some follow-up or like this trap, any one of these searchable cards. And then on their turn, your IP can still get you either SP, Appaloosa, Goddess, Unicorn. Right now, this is proxied, so for me at locals, it'll be a Unicorn. But by the time this support's out, I think we'll have the Megaton too, so I'll have an SP. And then, in case you guys were wondering, the new guy, the level 6, also is just the 1-card combo to do this. So I'll show you that too. So you summon him, effect to special from deck, you grab this, grabs the spell, activate the spell, tribute either one of them, grab Clatter specials this, and you're in the same spot as before, where you then overlay for the 3, effect to search either Doug or Boom, special, make the link 2, win the game. And like, this doesn't look like much, but it's kind of like back in the day with Salamangreat, how you just kind of, one card puts up a board, does a thing, and then you have like a bunch of hand traps and stuff. And so this deck, but this used to not be even a starter. You used to just normal summon this card and then do nothing and you pass. It's crazy. We have like real cards now in the Goblin deck, and you don't have to open Tour Guide or Terror Top or Bust. And Terror Top and Tour Guide both get you better boards than this too. Like, these are your bad starters still. So if you guys want to see more combos for this deck, I got you. I've got a couple deck lists I'll probably post at some point, but today ain't the day for that. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of combos. And briefly give an explanation for those that are used to my channel and then saw the name change and saw like a Pokemon video without me featured in it get uploaded. So I figured I'd let y'all know. Me and my buddy Tommy, and then a bunch of our friends who work with us, have started getting ready for a shop. We opened up a little office. We buy and sell cards, buy them in person, sell them on TCG Player, and I'll leave the link to the TCG, but it's also just called Nerd Pawn, name of the channel. And one day I'm going to have a big-ass shop with events, and y'all are going to love it. But until then, you're just going to have to settle for selling me your cards and watching my Goblin combos. So thank you, and if anyone has any like one-card combos using these or with other starters that they've explored with the deck, let me know in the comments, because I'm running this deck when it's out, so I would love to get some feedback.